controlling the offense. Deep right corner. Probing the defense. To Davis.
Right.
Oh, you can sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Yes, Klay Thompson. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knocked loose.
Come on, it's important.
To Embiid. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Mitchell with the basketball. His guy's down 11. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. Russell Westbrook up against John Wall. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Missed the foul shot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Russ at the controls. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
You're on the island now.
Here's Durant for 2. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Oh, that's rejected by Towns.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Durant to Towns. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Driving right to the basket. Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
Let's go. Pick him up.
To Durant. For 3. Another chance. Slam down. Karl Anthony Towns on the follow. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Ball into the front court. Trailing by 15. Curling inside. Karl Anthony Towns. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Trap this. Come on, we got it.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Fourth quarter getting getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball first. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing it.
LeBron with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. To Westbrook. James. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Russ at the controls.
I'm here. I got ball. I'm on D. I'm on D.
Shot stopped by Embiid.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Irving from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Mitchell with it up top. His guys trail by 13. Giannis grabs the board. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest. Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper won't go down.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Adetokunbo. Oh, blocked by Green. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. No turnover as possession stays where it was. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Irving shakes free and hits. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. Durant across the timeline. 14-point deficit.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Westbrook to Durant. To Davis. Durant is good.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
Buries the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. Durant to Davis. To Durant.
What's the back door?
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Butler. Durant. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, yeah, we're coming right back to you.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down big. Stuffs it down with authority.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lets it fly from long range. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
4-3. Smothering D. Long heave from three-quarters court.
The East came away with the victory in this one. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with
the All-Star Game MVP.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But we got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.